We should check out the mines. We should head back to the woods. Why don't we just help look for Rosalina? Yeah. If there's a missing kid in town, that's probably way more important than whatever else we'd be doing. Just to clarify, I don't think she's missing. She's just out with her friends, ignoring her poor old man. Not that I don't appreciate your concern. I don't even know where we'd look aside from the old Maxwell place. What do teens even like to do these days? You don't have to worry about checking up on her there. I'm going there myself once I finish shelving. Just let me know if you run into her while you're out. There's an awful lot of mine-related stuff in my notes. Maybe that should be our next stop. We can poke around, find out if anyone's seen anything weird. Just to clarify, you're suggesting we go question some of the miners, right? We are not poking around unprepared in the actual mines, right? Right? Yeah, totally! 100%! I would never! We don't even have a good reason to go down there. Good. Let's keep it that way. You know how I feel about mines. I promise, Neeks. We're just going to question some of the miners. And if that questioning gives us a good reason to poke around, say a cool abandoned coal mine, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You can cross that bridge when we come to it. I am not going underground. I'm just messing with you. We'll stick to the surface. And hey, maybe we'll luck out and run into Rosalina while we're looking around. Okay, good. And hopefully we can find out what happened to Wayne while we're at it. Kenai, I feel like I don't have much of a say in this, but okay. It just makes the most sense to start there. We can make it quick. Just question a few miners and be done with it. The fate of the town might rest on our shoulders, after all. The only problem is Tabitha. She's not exactly going to be thrilled to see us snooping around in the mines. We can be sneaky. I'll make sure to be a good lookout. She'll never even know we were there. Look at us, going out on a caper together. I miss this. I missed it too. There is something missing. Is it the friend? The one on the phone call? Reese. I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been. Have you seen him lately? Nope. I've tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick. I didn't realize it was getting so bad. That poor guy. You know, we could just pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Comet. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. Hell yeah, let's do it! See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina. Thanks, guys. I'll keep you all posted. Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall, an isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending wilderness. Reese, it's Stella. I brought some buddies too. Shh, not so loud. He's still sleeping. Can I help you with something? The woman in the doorway stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her simmering irritation watching over you. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. I'm not going to wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now. Anyways. Oh no, poor Reese. It's just been so long since either of us have gotten the chance to hang out with him. I'm sure he and Comet would get along super well too. I wonder what's going on here. You know, can we trust her? Offer her your boiled peanuts. Let's go. You hold out your pungent bag of peanuts. Maybe you can bribe Reese's mom into letting you hang out with you. He can't eat peanuts. Reese's mom turns back into the house, sighing. Sorry, I know that was a little rude. You just want to hang out with Reese, and he misses both of you too. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow? We can have some supper and y'all can hang out for a bit. I don't promise that he'll be perky, but I'm sure it'll brighten his spirits to see you two again. And I suppose you can come too, Comet. That would be great. I can bring a side dish. Maybe deviled eggs? Does he still eat those? No, eggs are a little much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. Well, like, she probably knows what she's talking about. I'm assuming Dr. by Dr. Kelly. I'm assuming she's a medical doctor, right? But I wonder if it's like, you know, I don't know. I don't want to like doubt anything that's going on here, but like I'm just wondering because it's a mystery, it's a horror game. Like, is she being like too overprotective or something like that? I don't know. Okay, I'll bring soda then. That's not. Okay, fine. Yes, you can bring soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale, preferably. Oh, and leave the dog at home. She might cheer him up. You know they have those therapy dogs in hospital. No dogs. Why, I never! The absolute gall! Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll stop bothering you now. See you later. Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clicking into place can be heard from within. God, that woman makes me so nervous. She used to be so nice when we were kids. Always had the best stickers when we had to get our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. Or maybe she's just nice to kids. Either way, I guess it's just the three of us. You gonna drive? Yeah, sorry. I don't like the thought of going up there without the van. Cool, I'll take my shortcut then. Shouldn't take too long for me to get there. You're welcome to tag along, Comet. Don't worry, I won't be offended if you'd rather ride with Kaneeka. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. Either way works for me. I don't want to pry more into a thing with cars, right? It seems inappropriate. I think I'll ride with Kaneeka. I'll ride with Kaneeka, see you at the mines. You know, we haven't had a one-on-one conversation with her, so let's get to know her better. Kaneeka is a careful driver, maintaining her control even though her old van bumps around on the unpaved mountain roads. She treats the tight turns with the fear they deserve, unlike her cousin, whose mood seems to make itself known through how aggressively she speeds through the treacherous bends. Interesting. Thanks for indulging us on that little diversion. Reese's mom is intense, but I'm glad we have plans. It sounds nice. Stella and I haven't really seen much of him in the past few years. That sort of isolation can't be good for his health, no matter what his mom says. Explore keen eye. Stella's parents died in a car crash, didn't they? She told me her parents had died last night, and she tried to refuse a ride back to town after we made it out of the woods. It wasn't too hard to put it together. Damn, that's pretty impressive. Not a lot gets past you, huh? She was in the car too, just some cuts and bruises. But she doesn't like cars and tries her best to stay away from them. I don't think she's ever going to actually leave this town. Has she seen someone, like a therapist? Good luck finding a therapist within walking distance of Scarlet Hollow. That's fair enough, I guess. I don't think that's something Stella would go for anyway. She likes to solve her own problems. So what's actually going on with Reese? I hope I'm not being too nosy here, you know? I just got here and yeah. Good question. I wish I knew. His mom's been saying he's sick for years and it's not like she's wrong about it. So she's like not telling us exactly what it is? Yeah, that's kind of weird. He's been a wreck the few times I've seen him. That's rough. Yep. So what's up with your brother? Swung by the general store this morning and met Miles. What's his deal? He didn't do anything weird, did he? He was on his phone the whole time. Oh god, I bet he was playing that Dragon Ball game. He spent like $200 on it last month. Whoa. The Dragon Ball Gacha game? I have heard of it. I haven't played it myself. It's not really my thing, but I've heard of it. Don't get me wrong, he's family and I love the guy, but he sure doesn't make it easy. Please drive me out of town. Do you have any other theories besides what we talked about at the library? I don't know if I don't know. I don't think there's enough information yet to just support any strong conclusions. Though I've been wondering if what you two saw was maybe some sort of mutated animal, like a strain of hairless monkeys or raccoons or something. Do you know about Morgan Island? It's off the coast of South Carolina, and there's a whole population of rhesus monkeys infected with herpes. Like 4,000 of them. Maybe the ditch things are some kind of alopecia research monkeys. Which sounds ridiculous now that I've said it out loud. Forget I said anything. Those things were not monkeys. So my thing is that I can talk to animals and we couldn't talk to those things. So I'm thinking they weren't animals, right? They were not monkeys. I saw them with my own eyes and they were way too messed up to be anything like monkeys. I mean, that doesn't rule out lab monkeys, right? Could be whatever made them hairless also caused weird swellings or altered their proportions. But like I said, we don't have anywhere near enough information. Do you have any plans to get out of this town? Live somewhere else? Asking the real questions, huh? I can respect that. Yeah, this wasn't the plan, and it still isn't. I was actually a couple years into vet school, top in my class, I might add, when my dad died. My mom wasn't up for running the store, and you've met Miles. Is there anybody in town who doesn't have dead parents? Like, it just seems like... I know, it's something that happens, but it just seems awfully common in this town, you know? Dead Mom's Club. I mean, her mom's fine, but Dead Dad's Club, I guess. I don't know if our dad is... whatever. I don't know. Put a pin in it. I'm just saying, like, Oscar, I'm a little worried about him, you know? Because, like, Rosalind, his daughter, he doesn't know where she is right now, but, like, she's probably going to be fine. But what if he is, you know, because he's a parent. I feel like the parents are in danger. I only wanted to take a semester off, help them get back on their feet, but it's been a year and change now. I'm not just about my family too. It's not just about my family too, sorry. The general store? That's the general store. If it winds up going under, it's hard not to imagine the whole town collapsing with it. Maybe I'll get to go back next semester. Wait a minute, what? I'd say welcome to the Dead Dad's Club, but I don't actually know if my dad is dead. Does that mean our dad is missing? Or we're just not in contact with him? You're funny. Okay, we're not gonna elaborate on that. I was hoping to know more. Maybe we just, yeah, I don't know. Maybe our dad walked out when we were a kid. Maybe he's missing, I don't know. Vet school, just like Stella's mum. You know, I never really thought of it that way, but yeah, I guess you're right. You shouldn't wait on other people for permission to live your life. A little harsh, but I guess you're not wrong. I suppose it's hard to think about what I want with other people relying on me like this. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Not a lot of people here share your perspective. I'm not gonna abandon everyone here. Let's remain silent. You and Kaneeka sit in comfortable silence for the last few minutes of the ride. You and Kaneeka arrive at the mines before Stella. Stella's probably going to be another couple of Hey y'all! How was the ride? I'm gonna put Gretchen down for a sec. It's so good to see both of y'all again. Did you run here? Yep, felt like getting a run-in. I didn't want to keep you waiting. My poor Stella was scared out of her mind. You would have thought the very hounds of hell were at her heels. And all that running rattled my bones something awful. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? Nope. That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. But we're all here. What's the plan? I guess we just go talk to people. I guess so. I should probably be on lookout duty. I'm a bit of a persona non grata in the mines. Tabitha? Yeah. I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or two too many. To Tabitha specifically. And Gretchen makes it extra hard to be sneaky. What can I say? I thrive in the limelight. We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down there. If Stella's on lookout duty and only one of us is going in, what's the third person doing? You know those cheesy rom-coms where someone wears an earpiece on their first date? Whoa, do you have some kind of surveillance rig in the back of your van? That I didn't know about? What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. We can just do a group call. I think you'll need my number if you want to do this through a group call. Yes, that would be important, wouldn't it? Huh. I could have sworn we swapped numbers at some point. Weird. We really should have done this sooner. Quietly swap contact info with Stella and Kaneeka. I take it I'm the one going in. I take it I'm the one of us you're talking about. Tabitha and I aren't exactly friends, and pretty much all of the miners shop at the general store. I don't want to make folks uncomfortable, you know. They're gonna be really uncomfortable with me though, right? Because I'm the stranger in town, and Tabitha's gonna be so mad if she sees me. It's probably for the best comment. You're good, Kaneeka. I got this. You'll do great. Kaneeka hands you a pair of earbuds. We can feed you questions if you get stuck, and Stella can give you a heads off if Tabitha's heading if Tabitha's headed you away. Oh my gosh. Dang, I miss doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough. Aw, thanks. I do my best. I guess we should part ways and start this call, yeah?